NewsLink, Indiana, a clothing drive for prom dresses is taking place this weekend. How local moms are helping everyone with the perfect prom night.
And a popular Anderson restaurant has opened a new location right here in Muncie. What they're doing to help students.
Evidence is being gathered about Russian war crimes in Ukraine. How the U.S. is responding.
President Biden spoke at North Americans Building Trades Unions Legislation Conference. Hear what he had to say about unions.
And I'm tracking some rain and some chances for even some snow in the next few days. More on that in my full forecast.
Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink, Indiana.
Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Alex Almanza.
And I'm Joey Moore. Prom night is considered a staple event of one's time in high school. And one prom in Muncie is making sure everyone gets their magical night.
NewsLink Indiana's Anna Chalker joins us now. Now, Anna, what makes this prom so much different than others?
Yeah, guys, the Delaware County Special Needs Prom was started by two moms who wanted everyone to have a chance to attend a prom night. And the moms are helping anyone who wants to go by donating dresses, tuxes, and the chance for the ones attending to always remember their big night. Prom night, a night full of glitz, glam, and memories. But for these women, not having an outlet for their children after graduating high school led them to create a magical night for them and others in the community.
Mindy and I are both mothers of special needs children. They had a little small prom that had gotten canceled, so we took it upon ourselves that we knew how much our kids loved it, that we were going to continue to do that.
After years of hosting the special needs prom, one memory in Hatfield's mind sparked the start of the Say Yes to the Dress events.
I remember one of the first proms that we did, I got a letter from a girl saying it was the first time she's ever felt beautiful. And it broke my heart. I want them to feel beautiful every day.
A day full of making dress fittings a unique experience, adding so much more than a scheduled appointment.
We have shoes, accessories, purses, and we have light refreshments. We have a photographer, so it just makes it an enjoyable experience for them, and it's just a day to make them feel pretty.
Every shape, size, and color is available at the event, so ladies have the option to say yes to their perfect dress.
We just don't want someone not to come to the prom because they don't have something to wear.
And the feeling when someone finds the perfect dress is
priceless.
The dress event is the start of many memories created of the prom, not only for the ones in attendance, but for those helping every step of the way.
It's 3 hours where the world is perfect. It's one of those experiences that you didn't realize you were missing until you came, and it just makes you feel good.
Now, Kemper told me she joined Hatfield in creating the prom because of the experiences her children got at their first prom. Now, the people in attendance are not the only ones who influenced the start of the prom. They said the parents and caregivers watching their children in a relaxed environment made them want to continue the prom for years to come. Now, guys, the Say Yes to the Dress event will be happening this Friday for the ones attending the prom, and there is another prom dress fundraiser happening Saturday for anyone in Delaware County who wants to purchase dresses for events like school dances and formals. The Fairy Tales and Fireflies prom will be on May 21st, and Kemper and Hatfield are accepting donations for the prom and the events leading up to it before the big day, and for sponsors for even next year's event.
Well, it's such a wonderful event, I'm sure. It's great. Thank you so much. Well, with a number of educational programs in the area, Muncie holds one downtown within the Marriott Hotel and the newly opened restaurant inside of it.
NewsLink Indiana's Grace Benkowski is outside of the restaurant now. Grace, how's it looking?
Hi there, Alex and Joey. Yes, I'm currently at 1925 Pub House, which just took over this space in the Marriott Hotel in downtown Muncie. Now, the restaurant just opened yesterday afternoon after a soft opening this weekend. After I spoke with the owner, I was learning a little bit more about how the restaurant and the hotel are helping with more educational opportunities. You may have noticed a new restaurant downtown. An Anderson favorite, 1925 Pub House opened their second location in the space connected to the courtyard by Marriott Muncie.
A lot of people from Muncie asking us to come to Muncie.
Aside from providing Muncie with a, quote, exceptional culinary experience, Morgan chose the hotel's current location to also provide educational opportunities for students within the hotel's program, Erskine Green Training Institute.
And we just wanted to be a part of that organization to provide the training for these folks that want an opportunity in the hospitality industry.
A program organized by the nonprofit organization The Arc of Indiana, EGTI offers students with intellectual disabilities a living and learning experience in Muncie's downtown hotel. At 1925 Pub House, students are able to practice hosting, serving, dishwashing, and more.
1925 Pub House is allowing their employees to be a part of that program, to mentor our students, to train them as well, work alongside our instructors, and really get them set for that career field.
Both Dotson and Morgan have goals to serve their students as well as their guests.
Have just a really good partner with our EGTI students to make sure that they have, people on staff who understand working with disabilities, have a passion for working with disabilities.
This presented ourselves with Ernst & Green, so we want to grow that partnership. We want to grow throughout central Indiana.
And the second wave of training for students will happen this month. Live in Muncie, Grace Pankowski, NewsLink, Indiana.
Thank you so much, Grace. And it just looks kind of cold out there, and I think that's going to keep up.
Yeah, actually, it doesn't feel too bad out there, but it's actually, I hear it's going to get a little colder. Dimitri Gegas has the latest in weather. What's it going to look like?
Yeah, currently temperatures are pretty nice out there. As we can see, the current temperature 53 degrees here with those winds coming in 9 miles an hour from the west-southwest. We are staying dry, but tonight things are going to get much colder. As we can see, the low temperature for Muncie is 38 degrees, and it's hovering around 38 to 40 around the area as well. Now, what else are we going to talk about tonight? We have the continued rains. We have chances for even some snow on Friday and Saturday, and then we're going to talk about the warming up that's going to happen on Sunday into next week.
Thank you, Dimitri. The U.S. Department of Justice is collecting evidence against Russia for alleged war crimes. Today, U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland vowed that those responsible will be held accountable.
The world sees what is happening in Ukraine. The Justice Department sees what is happening in Ukraine. This department has a long history of helping to hold accountable those who perpetrate war crimes.
Garland commented on horrible images that have come out. Ukraine also announced the first criminal charges against an oligarch. Konstantin Malafeyev is facing sanctions violations. These are the first charges since Russia invaded Ukraine.
Now, in a speech to North America's Building Trades Unions legislative conference today, President Biden detailed his support of unions.
That's what unions are about, in my view, about providing dignity and respect for people who bust their neck. That's why I created the White House Task Force on Worker Organization Empowerment, to make sure the choice to join a union belongs to workers alone. By the way, Amazon, here we come. It's why I've called on Congress to finally pass the PRO Act and send it to my desk.
Now, this comes after workers at an Amazon warehouse in Staten Island voted in favor of unionizing. The group is unionizing with Amazon Labor Union, an organization started by employees. This is the first time a group of U.S. workers have successfully voted to form a union in Amazon's 27-year history.
A man who was arrested in the January 6th Capitol riot was found not guilty today. Matthew Martin was arrested on trespassing charges following the U.S. Capitol riot. He called January 6th, quote, a magical day, but said he did not trespass into the building because an officer waved him in. A video during the trial appeared to show an officer moving his arm in a waving motion. The case is the first time a Capitol riot defendant has been acquitted.
Well, after the break, how CEOs from major oil companies are responding to calls to help lower gas prices.
And what a popular social media platform is doing to stop misinformation about climate change.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, Mitts will take you there.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. The World Health Organization has reported that COVID-19 deaths are declining. According to the WHO, global weekly cases are down 16%, and global deaths decreased by 43% compared to the week before. Now, changes in COVID-19 definition in some areas caused an artificial spike earlier this month. 489 million cases of COVID-19 have been reported globally as of April 3rd. The U.S. reported the highest number of new weekly deaths.
A new study found out how and why COVID-19 can set off massive inflammation in the body. Normally, the body has certain white blood cells that find and destroy pathogens, but coronavirus can infect these cells and prevent them from shutting down infections. Due to this, infectious agents are able to replicate in the body and release inflammatory proteins that cause fever. Researchers found that these immune overreactions happen more often with COVID-19 causing severe illness.
Many major oil companies are pushing back on helping to cut costs on gas prices. CEOs from ExxonMobil, Chevron, BP, Shell, and other energy companies said that they would not reduce dividends or share buybacks, which are designed to keep stock values high for shareholders. The CEOs said that they can increase production while returning value to shareholders, but they said there are still challenges they face in order to increase production, including labor and equipment shortages.
Pinterest is no longer allowing users to share misinformation about climate change. The social media platform says it will remove false content, and users who continue to post it could be banned. This comes after 200 climate scientists and activists sent messages to major platforms to create policies against climate change misinformation. A letter was sent to Facebook, Instagram, Google, Twitter, Pinterest, and Reddit back in November. Many of those companies did take action, but Pinterest has taken the biggest move by banning that content outright.
Well, there's plenty more to get to on NewsLink Indiana, including your full forecast. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we're taking a look at the precipitation chances over the next few days. Should lead to some rain and maybe even some snow.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an effort
to get to know each other
on a deeper level.
Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
It is currently 9:15 as we get a look at campus, and I'm just curious how the weather is out there, Alex.
Yeah, it's actually, a couple hours ago, it was actually pretty wet out and pretty nasty.
Yeah, it was. We had a nice heavy precipitation spot there and had a little bit of a dry spell after that, though. Things are looking pretty nice out there currently as we take a look at our current conditions out there with our current temperatures. As I said, we had that spot of showers, but currently we do see temperatures around 53 here in Muncie and 50 here in Indianapolis, just a little bit cooler. The more important thing is, though, it is dry out there right now as we take a look at the radar right above us right now. So we see those showers from earlier move out and move through, and we had this dry spell for about the last 4 hours or so. But right here at the end, you see in the top left of your screen there, we do see some more showers start to come through. Now, what's causing that? We have a large low pressure system right above northern Wisconsin here. So we can see that here. We see those showers from earlier moving through Ohio down here. But what we're really worried about is these precipitation pockets circling around this low pressure, moving into Illinois. And after Illinois, next comes us, right? So more into the immediate future, we're talking about tonight. The low tonight's going to be 38 degrees with those winds coming out of the southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts of up to 20 miles per hour. Now, we are going to stay dry, as I said, and that's going to continue going into tomorrow morning. As we can see at 8 a.m. here, we're going to have maybe some clouds, a little bit of the sun peeking out with a temperature of 40 degrees, heating up just a little bit going into 12 p.m. and then at 44 degrees. But those winds are going to send that precipitation from our west into the area by 5 p.m. As we can see, rain is going to be starting then, and we have a temperature of 48 degrees. Now, I do want to track out that on the precision cast, that rain. Now, as I said in the morning, we are going to be pretty clear, but as things start to go on throughout the day, by 5 p.m., we're going to see showers all over the area here in Muncie, and those are going to continue to move out and into Friday morning, where we're going to have our heaviest pocket of precipitation on Friday. Now, notice what starts to happen is these green rain pockets are going to have a little bit of maybe some mixed precipitation in there. See, by Friday, you can see in the top left, we have some chances for snow, and that's going to continue throughout the day. We see those chances here and there, and then by Saturday morning, we should definitely be seeing some flurries in Muncie. Now, as we look at for our weekend, starting out with snow flurries is not necessarily what you want to be doing. But after those snow flurries in the morning on Saturday, we should look pretty good at 42 degrees, so it's still pretty cold, but we should start to see that sun peek out on Saturday and start to warm things up. By Sunday, we should be at about 55 degrees here with those winds coming in at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Partly sunny conditions, so it's looking pretty nice. Now, we do have precipitation outlook for the next couple of days. So this is a prediction of where we're going to be. We are seeing above average precipitation here in Indiana, which is something to look out for, which will make more sense as we move into our mid-7-day forecast. We're going to see lots of rain on here, lots of precipitation, as I said, chances for snow Friday and Saturday, and then by the time we hit Sunday, we'll have things warm up going into next week, but we are going to have those chances of precipitation coming right back.
Man, and I keep putting away my jacket, and I probably shouldn't do that because I'm just too I'm too confident.
You can never put away the jacket in Indiana.
No, never.
Right, it's way too early for that, and I just really hope all this rain doesn't affect the Ball State baseball team's travels. So with that, Kara, what do we be seeing in sports tonight?
Coach Lewis was officially introduced as the new Ball State men's basketball coach. We caught him at the press conference this morning. All that and more coming up with sports.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
So if one cat has 4 kittens who reproduce every 6 months, how many cats will there be in 5 years? Who's got it? Is this... What is that? Seriously. Who threw that?
Cats are terrible at math, but they sure do multiply. Please spay, neuter, and adopt.
The solution is 10.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Kara Pursuchek with sports. Ball State men's basketball officially introduced new men's basketball head coach at a press conference this morning. NewsLink Indiana's John Kleemeyer went to the event.
Michael Lewis was officially introduced as the new men's basketball head coach at Dr. Don Shondell Practice Center. Lewis returns to Indiana after his most recent trips to Butler, Nebraska, and UCLA as an assistant coach. Coming back to Indiana means a lot to the athletic department and Coach Lewis.
Basketball here in Indiana just means more. All of those dreams are wrapped up in Michael Lewis, our new head coach.
I'm here to win championships. I'm not going back to the state to lose. Like I said, it's personal to me. So I like what we have in our locker room right now. I'm confident in what we can add to this locker room, and then I'm very confident in how we can go out and perform on the floor.
Coach Lewis's main goal for the program is to prepare for the future careers of his players.
I'm here to prepare young men to be successful. And as we build this program, like I said, I want to instill my personality into this current team, and then we're going to recruit student athletes that are going to represent this university the right way. So if you love basketball, you're tough as hell, and you love to compete, you belong at Ball State.
With the season still several months away, Coach Lewis is promoting his brand of basketball.
I know winning. I know what good programs look like. I know how they operate. I know the people that are involved in those programs. And I have a burning desire to be successful.
Under his leadership, you're going to see a team that plays with heart, with unmatched toughness, and plays an exciting brand of basketball. In Michael Lewis, we found a coach who welcomes high expectations, a work ethic that inspires all around him, and a contagious enthusiasm that will ignite the passion of our fans and alumni across the state and beyond.
The men will prepare for the new era of Ball State basketball until they hit the courts next year. In Muncie, John Kleemeyer, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Ball State men's basketball program is looking to improve on their 14-17 record from last season under head coach Michael Lewis' leadership and new brand of Cardinal basketball. Over on the diamond, Ball State baseball bats have been making a lot of noise. NewsLink Indiana's Philip Schorze tells us more.
In recent years, Ball State baseball has been buoyed by strong pitching. Hurlers Dre Jameson, Kyle Nicholas, and Chase McDermott have all been selected in the MLB draft in the past 3 seasons. But this year, the Cardinals are leaning on their offense.
And I thought this team was going to be a good hitting team. I really did. And then we started off about the first 6-8 games hitting about 185, maybe 10 games. We weren't very good.
But since that ice-cold start, the Cardinal bats have gotten red hot. They've rebounded to the tune of nearly a .270 batting average, and they're now averaging nearly 8.5 runs per game.
Yeah, as a team, we've been swinging it well ever since MAC play started. We started the year really rough, and then once we kind of came back to the merch, we started turning it on, and 1 through 9, we've been swinging it well every game.
There's not just one person that's on fire, one person that's cold. It's like everybody's hitting well. And the days that some guys don't get hits, other guys do, and I think that's allowed us to just be able to put up runs and win games.
Those bats have been fueling a hot streak as the Cardinals are 12-2 in MAC play, including a streak of 10 straight wins.
We were on a little streak there, but you really wouldn't have known it if you were in the dugout because we just take it one game at a time. One game is just this game, and then the next one, and then the next.
And those next ones, are against Pac-12 powerhouse Oregon in Eugene.
I think it's one we had marked on our calendars from the start, and last year we went out and played Arizona, and we view it as a great opportunity, but at the end of the day, it's another game to try and get us better for the MAC series down the road.
So there's a lot to be said for playing great competition. If you want to be the best, you got to play against the best. This is a feather to our cap. We got nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Everything to gain for a team at the top of the conference. Opposing pitchers beware. In Muncie, Philip Chorzay, NewsLink, Indiana.
Well, baseball season is upon us with opening days coming up. I must know, what is your favorite tradition that comes with baseball?
Sometimes I just go to baseball games for the hot dogs or the Cracker Jacks. It's all really just tradition.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just love going out to the ball game.
Right. Yeah. Thanks so much, Kara. After the break, we'll take a look at our anchor picks.
And we'll get one final look at your weather. Stay with us.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now?
Right now. You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. It looks like a White House wedding reception is in the works. The first couple will host a wedding reception there on November 19th for their eldest granddaughter, Naomi Biden. Now, there's no word yet on where the wedding ceremony itself will be held. Naomi Biden, a D.C.-based lawyer, is 28 years old. Her fiancé, Peter Neal, is in his last semester of law school at the University of Pennsylvania. He's 24. The White House has a long history as the location of the weddings of presidential children dates back all the way to the 1800s. The most recent was Jenna Bush in May of 2008.
In an unlikely team-up, Adidas and Waffle House will be bringing a waffle-themed golf shoe. Oh, wow. The shoes feature an off-white color that looks like waffle batter, as well as a waffle pattern in the 3 lines on the side. The back of the shoe has the iconic Waffle House logo on display. I just hope there's no syrup in the shoe.
Well, I wonder if it smells like waffles.
I hope it does.
Well, let's take one final look at your weather. Dimitri, what are we going to look like for the next 7 days?
Yeah, so as I said, the chances for precipitation Thursday and Friday and Saturday, with those chances for snow on Friday and Saturday. Sunday, nice little warm up, break off from precipitation, and then we have a nice look into next week with higher temperatures.
That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live right here on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.